Right, so we've got 240 students in Year 7. Pie chart shows proportion of boys and girls in Year 7. Okay, there are 8 more girls in Year 8 and 32 fewer boys. Andy draws a pie chart to show the proportion of boys and girls in Year 8. Work out the angle that Andy's going to use on his pie chart that represents girls. Right, okay, so firstly, we have 177 out of 360. So we're going to work out how many girls in Year 8, basically. Girls in Year 7. So 177 out of 360 times 240, which will give us 118. So there's 118 girls, and therefore the boys in Year 7 is going to be 240 minus 118, 122. Now, in Year 8, I don't know why it keeps doing that, sorry. Right, in Year 8, we have 8 more girls. So we have 8 more onto that, which is 1, 2, 6. And in the boys, we have 32 fewer. So we have 90. Andy draws, right, so what do these, so we've got total of 216. We want to know what angle for the girls. So we need to do 360 divided by 216 times by the number of girls. So 360 because it's a complete turn. 216 gives us, this gives us 1 2/3. So for every student, they get 1 2/3 of an angle, of a degree, and then we need to times that by 126. So there's actually 210 degrees. So worked out the number of boys and girls in Year 7. We then adjusted it for Year 8, got our total, worked out our angle on our pie chart. Right, number 25, we have to, it's been rounded to 2 significant figures. Write down the error interval. Well, because it's rounded to 2 significant figures, the lowest it could possibly be is 0.755, and the highest it could be 0.765. Notice that has the line underneath because it could equal that, but we know that it can't equal that because that would actually round up. Okay, but that's called the error interval. Now, work out the value of m when x is -2 and n is 5. So m is equal to 3 times, well, -2 squared is 4, minus 5 times -2, which is -10. So therefore you've got 12 plus 10, 22. Right, we now have mortar mix is made by mixing concrete, cement, sand and quicklime, 1 to 2 to 3. Work out the volume of sand needed. So sand is the middle one. So if we do 2.1 divided by 6 because it's the total, gives us 0.35. But because we want 2 bits of it rather than just 1, so that would be the amount of cement, but we need 2 bits, we need to do 2 times 0.35, which gives us 0.7. So it's actually 0.7 meters cubed. Now, Julie has 0.75 meters cubed of quicklime. She has plenty of sand and cement. Work out the greatest. Right, okay, so that's worth 3 bits. So we'd have 0.75. Working back, we'd have 2 lots. So if I divide that by 3, gives me the value of 1 bit. Now the sand is 2 bits, so that's 0.5, and then we got 1 bit, so 0.25. Add those together and we get 1.5 in total. So they're still in the same ratio. Right, 28. Isosceles triangle. What do we know about isosceles triangle? These two angles are the same, which means we can work out the value of x, because we know 3x plus 32 is equal to 87 minus 2x. So add 2x to both sides. Take away the 32. So you'll remember you always do the opposite, the inverse. And we've got 5 times something is 55, so it's 11. X is 11. Right, must be on to the last question. Oh, last 2 questions. Samir invests £350 in a savings account. He gets 2% per annum compound interest. How much money will Samir have account after 3 years? Right, so because it's compound interest, what we can do, 350 times by 1.02, because I'm increasing it by 2%, and I need my original amount, hence the 1.02, but because it's 3 years, power of 3, so 350 times 1.02 to the power of 3 gives me 371.42. Now you could work out 2%, add it on, but then you'd have to do that 3 times. You'd have to work out the 2% at the end of each year to get it, because it's compound interest. It's not the same amount being added on. And then the last question, I'm doing really well to get as far as this and keep going. Well, we need to expand the brackets. So 6z minus 15 is equal to 4z plus 11. I'm going to add the 15. And we're just doing the opposites like we did on the previous one. Gives us 26. I'm going to take away the 4 z's. My z's look terrible. It's 26, so z is actually 13. Okay, so z is 13.